Need for Speed, Hot Fours, Auto Salon, JDM. And if it stops priming when it hits 105 PSI. And if it doesn't, it'll probably blow up and yeah, it will be chaotic, and this is the last you guys will see of me. Good morning guys, welcome back everyone. So I just want to say a big thank you as well for 3,000 subscribers. I can't believe it guys, all your support, it's amazing. I do plan to do this every day. I do plan to do this full time. So if you guys want to see me keep working on cars, get more project cars and show you guys all the steps step by step to give you an idea if you do end up getting a project car on what steps to take and whatnot. If you do like my style, keep running up the channel guys, it goes a long way. I really appreciate it guys, thank you so much. So today I thought we'll do a little bit of a special episode. I've got the red 33 here. We've got my NA33, we've got my turbo black show car, which is like a street skid car, all of the above. And we've got the S14 as well. I'll run you through the whole garage. We've got a box of goodies here as well. I've got one piece for every car. Now, what I thought is because I've got to do one thing on each and every car, I'll pull them all out one by one and I'll show you guys all the cars. Come along with me, we'll install some random little parts in the cars. Come chill, hang out, and yeah guys, buckle up for this video. It's a special one just for you guys. So again, thank you guys so much for your support. If you like what we're doing, keep running up the channel guys. If you want to see this blow up, it's all in your hands guys. So thank you so much guys, peace. Let's get cracking, let's go work on some cars. Let's go. All right, what have we got to start? All right, let's start off with this guys. If you've got an R33 or any Skyline, which is maybe 32 to 34, I do believe they all have like similarities with the way that the aircon boxes are. Not 100% sure, but we're on the right page. This is mainly for a 33. If your Skyline doesn't switch between vents, you'd probably have a problem with this motor here. That's what it looks like. This is the plug here. If you remember from one of the previous episodes, when we were looking underneath the dash to get the aircon working, there was a plug just chilling. It was just kicking back, doing nothing. So we're going to plug it into this box. We're going to mount this up, and these two little pins here, little prongs, they're going to connect up to two other plastic brackets, which are going to control the vents going from front to feet to windscreen and to close all the other ones. So cross fingers, let's hope it works guys. Let's chuck it in. It was a really good wrecker as well, highly trusted. OG Chris Klein, he's in Victoria. I'll post his Instagram here, I'll put the tag down as well. Top bloke, and I know he tests his stuff, so let's hope that this is the last of the problems guys. Let's fix this aircon once and for all. Alright, and for you who haven't seen one of the last episodes, this is where it'll mount up onto there, and this is the plug that we'll use to give it power. Let's assemble that up and we'll give it a test and we'll see if it works. All right, let's go. What we want to do is install it this way, and there'll be two little circles on the metal bracket. We want to make sure that this lines up into that before we actually bolt it down so we don't break this. I'll be back. Alrighty, so after some agonizing reconstruction of my whole body, getting under and doing these ones to get in the spot, we ended up getting the actuator on there, got two screws on and a cable tie for good luck. We'll plug it in together and then we'll give it a test shot and see if it works, see if we can get these vents switching over. Alright, so we've got her in there, one bolt there, cable tie for good luck. Alright, I've got to tighten that screw, but let's plug it in and see if it works. Let's see if this is going to work the trick. And just like that, we've got action. Alright, let's see if it goes cold. Oh yeah. Don't you just like it when things work? That was a pain in the ass part to get under behind the dash, but well worth it. I wonder why they've removed it and never put it back in. Maybe it could have broken, who knows, but it's fixed now. So at least when the next owner gets this car, they're going to have AC working for demister for the windscreen, because it's super important, whether it's a cold morning and your windows fog up or you're driving in the rain. It's very important to have air conditioning in these cars, because a split decision could cost you the car from something that you can't see. So we've got the aircon working now, cheering. Now let's get onto the black NA Skyline and I'll show you what we got in store for that. So that's one car done now. We'll go into the black R33 and then we'll start moving out some cars. Let's go. All right, guys, so what have we got in this box for the R33? Well, as you can see, our rear view mirror, it's not really a mirror. So what we want to do is pull this cover off. As you can see, it's been painted with some rubbish black spray can and they didn't prep it properly. It's all wrinkly. So we'll launch that off. We'll get these 3 screws off and then we should be able to take off our rear view mirror. This is our new one. I sprayed it with can as well, but as you can see, it's a lot more of a neater finish. It's not the best. Obviously, you know, people can get it done at professional panel beaters and whatnot. It's a rear view mirror. Take your time with it. Mask up the glass properly to get a neat finish. So if you do want to see some spray can lessons, let me know. Yeah, just know that like everything that I do is just pretty much aimed to be like DIY and at home. I know you can probably get it painted by gun and it's better and it's more professional, but yeah, bear in mind DIY. Because same thing with the headlight video when I was buffing the headlights. Oh, I can take it to my work and get it sanded better and get it sprayed in 2K clear. It's like, yeah, of course you can. But who else has got an air compressor? I might have an air compressor here, yes. I might have a spray gun, yes. But I'm showing you how to do it at home DIY. So yeah, anyways, this is our old rear view mirror. As you can see, it's not really a mirror. Whoops. All right, this one doesn't have this piece here, so we're gonna have to scab this. I love my non-turbo Skylines. I've grown up with them and they take a beating, like unlike a lot of other non-turbo cars where things are like prone to break straight away. Like these gearboxes, they don't break. The engines take a beating, hence why I'm so happy to put like all this extra love into this car. Put our new spacer on, whatever factory thing this is. Yeah, I'm keen to take this thing for a respray. I'd love to do a track day with it, whether it's a wet skid pan or actually getting it on the track and milking it for a couple of hours, just to show you guys the reliability of a factory NARB25. Let me know if you guys want to see that as well. Should I keep this car and do like a series where like we prove the reliability of the RB25 before it went turbo? Because like you can have a lot of fun in a turbo Skyline, but like you sit there milking it for hours, everything's gonna cop it. And then before you know it, like you've lifted the head and it's time for a head gasket. Now the car's off the road for a couple of months. Whereas this thing, you just go there and milk it the whole time, keep an eye on the temperatures. It should stay pretty good the whole time. But yeah, I just love them. I just love my non-turbos. I could go on all day and just ramble on about how good and superior these cars are, even though we've got this puppy sitting right there. I'm really considering keeping this car for the long run for the channel and having some wicked fun and just showing you guys it's not all about having big power. It's not all about having a big turbo. If you're on your P's, you can still have a good and fun car without breaking the budget. It's the Japanese Barra, pretty much. And then the Barra's like the Aussie RB, so they both go in hand in hand. They're both a twin cam, they're both a straight 6, pretty much a very similar design, just obviously the Barra is a lot more of a bigger engine. But yeah, that's enough rambling. This is our fresh rear view mirror on. We just still need to get a sun visor clip here so we can clip that in so it doesn't wobble everywhere. Even though this has got one, that doesn't mount in there very nicely, but it still sort of keeps it up. Sweet. All right, so this is our fresh rear view mirror. That glass is really nice too. As you can see, that's the back, how we've painted it. Now, if you do want to try painting your rear view mirror, what I'll suggest is spend more time masking than sanding. So what you want to do is wrap it all in tape, so have it all across, and then get your razor blade and dig it into the corner whilst you're cutting the tape. And so that should like seal the glass all the way around. I did that, maybe there's a little bit of overspray there, but besides that, it's all pretty decent. That's our rear view mirror in. Now this car's almost legal. Here's our rego plates for it. So she's now registered as a historic vehicle. In New South Wales, you can apply for historic rego if your car's older than 30 years. It's only like $100 or something a year. Then you pay a certain fee to the club, and if the club is more than 2 years old, then you can skip actually getting a handwritten pink slip. The owner of the club will be able to examine the vehicle and pass it off for you. So super easy to get that in New South Wales. She's gorgeous now, hey. I don't mind the leather roof, it's sort of growing on me. Like I wouldn't do it if it was factory, but it's actually not too bad. They didn't do a half bad job here, but it's putrid, but it's not peeling, so yeah, pretty happy with that. Now it's time for the big girl. We'll pull her out, I'll get these cars out, and I'll show you what's next in the box of tricks, boys and girls. Let's go. All right, now that they're out, time to get the big girl out. Doesn't get neglected, she just sits in a naughty corner, you know what I mean? Breaks my heart seeing her sit like that when I'm there prioritizing all these other cars. Look, at least she's safe. She's happy, she's safe, she's healthy. That's the main concern. But yeah, give her a bit of much needed TLC today. Yeah. And I'll also show you guys this car today. Team Cameron, big thank you guys. This car would not be as healthy as she is if it wasn't for you guys. So again, big thank you. All right, let's get this puppy out. So here she is, straight out of hibernation. You can see all that layer of dust and rainwater. Breaks my heart, but she's happy, she's healthy, she's safe, and it's time to give her a bit of much needed TLC today. I don't know if you can even hear me over the car, hey. And yeah, just FYI, that's fake on the bonnet, that's just a sticker, it's not real. I just love looking at her, eh? She's gorgeous. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but Need for Speed, Hot Fours, Auto Salon, JDM, Juiced, Midnight Club, everything, just my whole childhood era of cars pretty much squished into a time capsule, and this is what became of it. So a couple of styles mixed in one. Wasn't really trying to follow a trend, it just sort of pieced together like that, but now I wouldn't change it for the world. Now for 33 MVP, the main character. What we've got for this car is a pressure sensor for the air cups. I chose to go air cups on this car because I do like to do a bit of sideways action in it and stuff like that. A car which is super slammed, big wheels, camber, blowing tires off it and all that sort of stuff. It's more prone to breaking an airbag, and I didn't really want to have this car stuck, and I know that I'm always pulling out the battery and whatnot and the car's going dead, so I didn't really want the car bottomed out. I wanted it to be static, where I can just press a button and go up my filthy driveway or McDonald's drive-through, you know the go. It's been a fantastic kit, but I think after like a couple of years, the little sensors inside them, they're prone to moisture at the bottom, and they do get oxidized underneath, so they do need to be replaced every couple of years. Besides that, I've had nothing but good results from the Stance Parts air cup system. Really good stuff. I'll tag their Instagram here. Super cracker gear. This car has been playing up a little bit with the air cups. I've been having to turn the car off, plug the sensor in, let the air cups pump up, and then unplug the sensor because it wasn't stopping at, let's just say, if this sensor is rated from 80 psi to, let's just say for example 120 psi, what it will do when the tank gets to 80 psi, it will pump it back up to 120 psi. So now you've got a couple of presses of the air cups to go up and down before the air tank makes a starts humming and starts to pump up the air tank again. So this should control our air pressures a lot better. I did try to pull out the sensor before and give it a clean. It sort of did work, sort of didn't. I didn't use thread tape when screwing the sensor in, so it did leak a little bit. So hopefully this time around it will fix the problem, boys. All right, let's give it a crack. Hopefully this works. DNA Autosport, the absolute goats at anything suspension and handling of the vehicle, whether it's a street car setup or an absolute pig of a track car. Yeah, they know what they're doing. So if you ever need even anything from a wheel alignment, if your car needs a wheel alignment, you got a few mods done to it, take it there and you'll feel the difference. Honestly, it's crazy. Like with this car being dialed with a CAS two-way diff, all adjustable arms, and yes, it is mod plated, coilovers, air cups, big wheels, semi-slicks on the front, Chineses on the back, the car parties, and like to pretty much come in and do a bit of a and the car just steers itself. That's a big thanks to DNA. So, all right, I'll show you the sensor, which has failed. So that's it here, and as you can see, so this is our new sensor. I do believe a 27 deep socket will work a lot better than this, but we'll just improvise for now. Get it a bit loose and then she should screw straight out. Alright, so this is our old sensor and this will be our new one. Oh, beautiful. So they've already got red tape on it, as you can see. So we'll whack this one in. So now the goal is that we want the car to be able to prime the tank when the ignition's on, and while the ignition's still on, the tank actually stops priming and fills up to 105 PSI. And when it hits 80 PSI, it should start charging again. The one that they put in there is 145 PSI, but it starts charging at 110 PSI. Now, I was told if you do drop the pressure, it should make the sensor last longer, but it's only trial and error. To replace one of these every couple of years honestly can't go wrong. Like I said, I'm super happy with the product. Stance parts, well done. Honestly, a blessing to like Stance cars which like to drive their cars very hard and blow tires off them. So sweet. Let's turn the car on and we'll see if this tank starts priming and if it stops priming when it hits 105 PSI. And if it doesn't, it'll probably blow up and yeah, it'll be chaotic and this is the last you guys will see of me. No jokes, let's go. Let's turn this puppy on. All right, she's pumping up now. Let's see if it turns off. And then we'll start testing out the air cups. You know how it is, normally like 1 in 3 things work, so pretty stoked with that so far, but let's not jinx it. Beautiful. And just like that, the air compressor filled up and stopped on its own. Happy days, so that worked. That was just a universal sensor. Super happy with that. Now let's test it out. Now this should release pressure. Sweet, so it turned itself off. Let's give her a start up so she doesn't go flat. We'll air her down. So pretty much now, every time we press the button to get the air cups up, the air tank does have to repressurize. So I'm not too sure if I might just get a bigger rated sensor. All in all, there's our air cups fixed. Now it's time to show you the S14. I'll run you through what we're going to be doing with that car. So here's my S14. It's fully forged, SR20. It's got forged rods, cams, Aeroflow turbo. Love their turbos. Great stuff, cracker price. Forward-facing plenum. It's on E85. It's running a Haltech ECU. It's got coilovers, adjustable arms. It's a Series 1 factory with a full Series 2 facelift. All right, where's our box of goodies? What we're gonna do on this one, I've ordered a brand new switch assembly for the AC dryer. I'll show you guys which part that is. Okay, so this is for the aircon AC dryer. Now, our aircon consists of a lot of parts. We've got our compressor, condenser, AC dryer, high pressure lines, low pressure lines, and everything else which goes on behind the dash. Now, before, a long time ago, when we diagnosed the AC, we had it all gassed up, got rid of all the leaks, the air compressor works, but our AC switch to turn the compressor on and off was actually faulty. Now, that would be just this one here. So that would be this sensor right here, and this goes into the actual dryer, and that would go into there. So what we need to do is loosen this up, pull that out, and then install our new AC switch. We'll double check that we don't have any gas in the high pressure line. I'm pretty sure that we don't, but I'll double check it anyways. All right, so we don't have any gas. All right, so our low pressure line is now out the way. Grab our spanner. Yep, that is the right way. All right, beautiful, one little crack. And now that's loose. Our new sensor comes with a fresh rubber O-ring on it as well, which is good. We'll screw this on. Nip it up just gently. Make sure this is in there nice and flat before we bolt it in. So I'll apply a little bit of pressure. Then we'll get our bolt in. And that's that for the AC switch. So I'll give you guys an update after we get the AC gassed up, and we'll see if this new switch worked. Now all that's left on this car is we'll probably take it back to Team Karam. We'll get the idle stabilized, because too much of a forced rotational idle sometimes is not good, especially when you've got forged rods, rocker arms and all that. There's too much vibration and moving in the engine. If the idles were steady, then all the lobes and the rocker arms and the valves can all open up and close at a steady rate, so it doesn't sound as noisy. It's very healthy. Ran 390 kilowatt on 13 psi. I don't know, I'm a big RB fan, and I just don't really like how noisy these SRs are, and this is a bit more on the noisier side. So I want to try to quieten it up a little bit and just sacrifice a lumpy tune for a nice and steady idle to get a good purr out of the engine, and just let her do the screaming when she's on boost, when she's on full song, boys. So yeah. All right, so there's a little sneak peek at the cars in the garage. So there's the S14, there's the 33, there's the non-turbo 33, and there's our Series 2 AR133.
Hey. Furthermore, we doing this for y'all. Rapid stress, but it feel great. When you up, but when you in a slump, you get real low and can't think straight. Put it all in each mixtape, so many long nights in my mother's house. Trouble boy, bring the trouble now. Since V1, I've been double down. Life's a gamble till we part ways. When we win, we just parlay. Build a pot till it pays back, and then it pays off for all of our pain that we downplayed. Just to maintain.
Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up the video. Just thought I'd give you a quick little teaser what's to come, what cars you'll see on the channel, and of course we're going to make room for more project cars. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It honestly means the world. Thank you guys for chilling out, hanging out, all the nice comments you guys are leaving as well. It goes a long way. I really appreciate it. Keep running up the channel, guys. I appreciate your support. Like I said, I want to do this full time. I'm already doing the cars full time, but obviously we are going to make room for more project cars. When we get rid of one or two, we'll replace the other ones with one or two, and hopefully the more the channel grows, the more we can throw at the channel and the more we can do together. But regardless, I do still have some more things planned for the future, which is half the reason why I wanted to start this channel. Bring you guys along, hang out, and yeah. So peace out, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the video. This was a special video as a little thank you for the 3,000 followers, guys. So peace, love you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Laters.
Ready for the chase, I've been on the run, I'ma run shit no matter what state I'm in. Every time the baseline hit, I just fade to black to make it back to state some facts. From the cake I spin to the late night shifts, I ain't holding back. Heard from the grapevine, y'all was trying to take mine. Now you in the cage with a canine.